Hello, my name is Juran Koopmans, and I'll be giving a short introduction video on the TLAS assessment data points or evaluation dashboards. So the first question we want to start with is what are data points and what we call evaluation data. So data points we see as objective information, so it's providing technical details on the TLAS. So basically, if you look outside, it's basically both of us have put the same answer down. When you look at evaluation, it's the expert we use to provide us with information on certain countries, and it's an expert evaluation. It's an expert decision, so it can be a biased and answer. It can be challenged by different experts, and of course we want to validate it. But the evaluation data is a bit more subjective in a way. So, how do we use data points? How do we use evaluation? When we use the data points, we use it for the descriptive values and for the assessment values. Descriptive value, they give a reference, they give practices, they give statistics. It can be an expert writing a lot of details. It can be several values from a standardized list, which will show to you later. And the assessment value is a shorter answer. It's very often yes or no, and it's based from a standardized list, so it's an easier summarizing value that you can use. When we look at the evaluation, it's really evaluating a TLAS, the implementation in practice, about accountability, transparency, stakeholder involvement. And what is also very important about the evaluation data, what we have is concern value calculated, which you will see later. And it is also providing the answer on, is the TLAS actually working? Is it fit for concern? If there's a high concern, does it actually cover, addresses the concern that's in place? So we now have an overview of the dashboards that we've provided for this expert workshop. There's our 5 different types of dashboards. There's a technical profile with only data points. So it's general information on TLAS. It only includes descriptive and assessment values. It's very basic, used for the technical part. Then you have the technical profile with the evaluation of the expert that has been validated. It also shows a concern per supply chain step. It shows the fit for concern value. It shows a strength value. The third dashboard we have is a country comparison. This dashboard allows you to compare 2 or more countries on a specific indicator, and see what objective data, what technologies have they used to address the issues working on timber legality. There's a 4th dashboard, which is actually the same as the one before, but then again with the concern value and the fit for concern value, which you will see in a minute. The 5th dashboard is a little different. It's really about the assessment value. It's only evaluation, so it's really showing if the TLAS is in place, how well is it implemented, is it addressing the right concerns. It shows the fit for concern. There are several topics and relevance and TLAS elements that you can filter on. This is an overview of the technical profile dashboards. On the left, you see the dashboard, the technical profile data only, which you can see is the blue are the filters. So you can see it's Guatemala as a country. The TLAS element is legality standard. The topic is physical flow, control, and verification, and the relevance is high. These are the filters we have pre-selected. If you then look at the screen, you see an assessment value and you see a descriptive value. And descriptive value, as I said before, gives more details most of the times than the assessment value. If you look on the right, you see the dashboard 3B, which is data plus information. So what has changed? You see the conserve value on the left, which is a value generated by our system. And it actually is from 1 to 10, so low to high. And you see for Guatemala, the concern value per supply chain step. What you also see, which is different, is a fit for concern value provided by our expert on the specific indicator, which is robust, moderate, or weak. In this example, the fit for concern value is robust, which means it addresses the issue, or it addresses the concerns. Then we have the dashboards 4A and 4B. On the left, again, you see in blue the filters you can use when you're playing around with these dashboards. You can select the country, you can select the indicator. Then you see the assessment values provided. When you hover over it, there are the descriptive information, which in this case is INAP, Singapore, and SINEF. And you can compare these three countries. When we were making this video, not all data was already there. When you get the data and you get the tool, hopefully all data will be available to you, so you can actually compare countries per indicator. On the right, again, same as before, you see again the concern value and you see the fit for concern value per country, per indicator, per supply chain step. So it might give you a bit more in-depth insight into that specific country, into that specific indicator. Then we have the last dashboard, which is the implementation assessment, which is only evaluation data. So we don't have the technical profile. So you see the concern value, you see the fit for concern value, you see the filters on the top left, and you can use this to filter on anti-corruption, transparency. So have a look at this 5th dashboard as well if you're interested in the implementation of a TLAS. Then we go to our questions that we have during this expert workshop. What for you is the value of data points, so objective data versus evaluation? So are you more interested into the data points? Are you more interested in evaluation? Are you interested in the combination that we have provided? And what level of information is needed for you using this tool, playing around with the tool? And then again, also the question, does a TLAS assessment framework need to address, evaluate, and judge if a TLAS is robust, moderate, or weak? So does it actually have to address all these issues that we have tried in this dashboard as a pilot? Are there any risks? And yes, if there are risks, what is it jeopardizing the tool and not helping to make judgments for you? Or would you say, no, I'm very interested what these experts using validated data, what they have to say about these different supply chain steps, and if it's robust, if it's weak, if it's moderate. So just when you're using the tool, say, hey, which is the data that I'm interested in? How can I use it? Does it help me to understand certain elements of my work, to better understand it? With that, I come to the end of this presentation. I want to thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the expert workshop. If you have any ideas when you're using the tool, we'll provide you with all the information. Before the workshop, feel free to reach out. Maybe we can already provide that dashboard as a preview during your workshop. So looking forward to meeting you, and goodbye.